then we're gonna dip before the spell ends. Because I want to be like at least down the road and out of sight before the spell ends.
Okay. So
we'll find an alley.
Alright, so you guys managed to find, would you say that you run through the Golden Heart, or do you just, like, at a casual,
Casually
Have you seen the wedding planner?
Yes.
Where she, like, clip runs, like, every time there's a pillar, she, like, runs really quickly, and then when she's in the public eye, she, like, slowly walks, and then she, like, goes behind the pillar again. She runs really quickly. I feel like that's what we're doing.
Okay, yeah. So you go ahead and you leave the Golden Heart without drawing any suspicion, and you manage to duck in between some buildings in the Silver Circle before the spell wears off.
Tight. So that was interesting. It does seem to be...
Yes, I think we got some good information there.
You did very well. I noticed it was a good accent. You did an awesome
Oh,
job. I do remember you also did very well.
She reads
Meredith. What kind of name is Meredith?
A common one.
We need to be very cautious about our movements going forward. There were too many people that knew that name. If I was him and I knew that people were asking after me, I would have tags placed. If it gets back to him that we've been asking about him, we'll be followed.
I agree. The good news is it seems that no one knew him as someone to be worshipped. They simply knew him as a common man, just the same as his back.
The Antichrist.
But that is good news in that if he comes here, he will not have an army readily at his disposal, and also it means that we do not have to kill everyone in the Merchants Guild.
Unless they have blue gems that control them.
That is true. We should have asked Lydia if she had a reserve of the sparkling silver anywhere. Damn it.
I say we wait for nightfall and then we sneak in.
I think that is not a bad idea. However, we have to remember that it is also the mint. It is where they make their money.
It is well guarded.
It is
for
very
sure.
well guarded, and if we are caught there without any kind of prior permission, then we will most certainly be killed.
We also are
Well, this is the
supposed
nighttime
to meet
episode 2
with Fionna tonight.
Sorry.
We're also supposed to meet with Fionna tonight.
We are also supposed to meet with Fionna tonight.
You ever have somebody who goes epileptic in your store and immediately want them back? Well, saddle up your assholes, friends, because it's happening again tonight.
What time is it now?
It's about 3:30ish, maybe 4.
Do we want to perhaps go and get a drink somewhere in a tavern and do some research with the common travelers? See if anyone knows the name, except for the fact that we are now not disguised anymore.
I would very much so like to go to that inn where I can fight and make money for being good at the things that I'm good at.
Like reading.
Like reading. Really good at books.
I do not know if they will be having a fight right now, but we can certainly
There's
go and
only
look.
one way to find out.
I might split from the pack. It's been a long time since I've had a chance to meditate, and I definitely could do with that. So
Sabine's actually doing that. I want you to know full well that she's making weird, like, fang hands and going.
are you sure that encounter didn't harm you, Sabine?
Well, you know, you can only die so many times before you come back a new woman. Or someone from, I don't know. It's my first time.
I've never died, so I can't comment.
Do I eat this in one shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like bite it and suck the stuff out, but you can do either.
If you want to be nasty.
I also
Asian style, one shot.
Just so you know,
I
if you
just sit
poke
there
that
and play
hard,
with it.
Sierra,
It will
Sierra,
break.
if you poke that hard enough, the chocolate's gonna break and syrup
It's
is
gonna
gonna go
burst.
all over your hand. You either gotta bite it,
Level.
go hard, or go home.
I
Never
beat
had
your
one of these
system.
before?
I had one
Stop
like
these
this, but
things.
it was filled with vodka.
yeah,
And
yeah,
cherries.
that happens sometimes. Honestly, it's not too different than the alcoholic ones.
All right, cool. Bring it back.
No, we gotta watch Sierra eat this thing now.
I'm very invested.
Sabine
wanna
picks
watch.
up a chocolate-covered cherry from who knows where.
Little kid runs by, gives Sabine a chocolate, and runs off. Everyone.
This could be
Without
poisonous.
Well, I think you're not gonna have any issues with poison.
Okay, so I'm going to assume like evening generally means like 6 o'clock-ish. Would the businesses, like the lights meant to be closed by that point? Do I know when it closes?
You don't.
I think it would be best to go near closing time.
I agree.
Oh,
When did the bee's knees close? I do know that.
Like sunset.
Like sunset. So it's kind of safe to assume. So we can go there around sunset, but that means we have a few hours to kill.
Bar fight, bar fight, bar fight, bar fight, bar fight, bar fight!
Let's go to the dude drop-in.
Yeah! Remember's like,
Can
So
you
it's
change
going
it to
to
some?
whisper.
Change the music to something like. All right, you're bouncing from the group.
Yeah.
All right.
Sophie literally is not strong, but she's like, go watch, remember, get some aggression out.
Remember's elated. Very excited.
Yeah, she doesn't have any strength mods, but she's looking to get hacked. So.
Just thought, yeah.
Hey, when your goddess says that you can't self-harm anymore and you shouldn't do drugs, what else do you have left to live for?
Gambling.
All right.
Oh no!
So you guys walk into this inn, and compared to the ones you've been in before, like
This one's shoddy.
it's not shoddy, but they definitely didn't put money into like making it look like super nice or anything like that. They have a huge stables, and it's really close to where you can clearly see what it's usually a market square. Like they're essentially, they know that they're in a good spot, so why bother making it look super nice? They already know that they're in a good spot. And you walk in, and right as you do, a cup goes sailing right in front of your face.
Remember's so excited.
Your cup
Oh
of
my
ice.
god, Remember's excited.
And there's some cheering, and you see people drinking off in the corner. Like, it's not even nighttime yet, and there's already what looks like an almost party going on. You've got a couple guys in the corner that are, like, discussing something really low, and then all of a sudden one of them, like, roars, and you see that they're playing a dice game, and someone's just lost. And then you hear, like, some heavy just whack, whack, whack in the corner, and you actually see a Goliath woman hammering a table back together. And you see a, who is it would be here?
Booby hair.
This is
No,
the 3 in
who
the
would be
afternoon
here?
crowd.
Oh. I definitely
So
have booby
you,
hair.
so as you, the three of you come into the room, who would be here? Hold on. Sorry about this.
Oh, I know who would be here. I know who would be here. I know who would be here.
I'm excited.
Does this Goliath have black hair and white skin?
She does.
It's
Hello, Mo.
Moaning to you.
top of
So you see that Goliath woman in the corner hammering a table back together after someone has clearly probably broken it to splinters. And then an elf gentleman comes around, and he looks very similar to Levent. And he does this very, very, like, almost too formal bow, almost like a mocking. His, like, wrists are just going. He says, "Hello, it's marvelous to meet you all." And he says, "I'm Adrian. How are you? Can I get you a table?"
Thank you, Adrian. That is quite kind of you. We are new to the establishment. We are just recommended by a friend.
How can I fight?
Well, you sign up, for starters.
How do I sign up?
With pen and paper. And he, like, glances you over. He's like, "God, that's going to get us a lot of money." And he, like, goes rushing off, and he comes back, and
Also-
he hands you this, like, yes.
Time out. When Remember looked across the room and saw another Goliath, I would like to provide my own music.
And so he hands you a quill and a piece of parchment, and there's already, like, names that are scrawled across it. Someone tried to be really elaborate and write their name across the entirety of it, so other people have just been
Sharpay
like
Evans.
like they've just been, like, very clearly just writing over that huge name to, like, fill in all the spots for the fights.
Can I inquire as to your name, sir?
It's,
already gave it.
It's Adrian.
Oh, that's right.
Lovely
Sorry.
to meet you.
Oh,
What
sorry.
was your name? And he's like
Remember signs her name in very neat Burlite script.
he like, as you, like, go and reach for it, he holds up his fingers and then, like turns around and he's like, there you go, that way you won't punch through.
She's fucking cackling. She's so happy right now.
And he's like glancing around at all of you and he's like, right, so anyone else signing up?
Is there a medic on hand if I get too wrecked?
My sister will probably come by.
That's almost worth getting hurt for.
All right then. Have you met my sister?
I think so. I've met her. Yes, I have! She's my drug dealer.
God, she's everyone's drug dealer these days. All right, so what's your name then? And he like grabs the paper and he's like, remember. Ooh, it's blocky. All right. Can I get you all a drink? The fights aren't for several hours.
When
For
do the
several hours?
When do the fights start?
When the page is full.
Damn it. How many pages, how many parts are left?
There's probably 4 or 5 signatures left to get. I just have to wait until a couple people get drunk enough and then I shove the pen in their hand.
It's a good business practice.
Is there like a mercy call out?
You mean like, I give up?
I'm a cleric.
Guys, we've got a cleric interested in fighting! You hear like a roar of approval.
This is going
What?
to end badly.
And then he like,
This is
and
going
then
to
he,
end fantastically
and then he
for you. I'm
hands-
so proud of you!
he hands you the paper and the quill.
She just looks at him and goes, I've had a traumatic experience
And
today.
and then he like turns around and he's like, fight it out!
Or die it out, but you know what? I've been warned twice today, so what's wrong with that? And then
Alright then,
Sorry,
you are a client of my sister's.
Can I walk around and intimidate people into signing up so we can get the fight started early?
You
I
can
don't know
certainly
that would
try.
make them want to fight.
Hell
You see,
yeah.
You're on the list.
or like wanted a
Not
beach episode.
not necessarily intimidation. I would like Remember's enthusiasm about getting to punch people for money.
Sign my position to fight, please.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You're gonna roll 4 times. You've got 4 slots on the paper to fill. Because Sophie took one of the 5.
Just shaking hands. Please sign up. Please sign up.
You're gonna have to roll just a d20
Okay.
against my d20.
I'm
Okay.
putting the sour cream back in the fridge.
You can say or do
Good idea.
you can say or do whatever you want, and then we're gonna roll.
The cheese will be fine.
Okay.
So what you say or do can be hilarious if it works, and it's something as simple as God please. So literally have fun with it. We're just going to do straight numbers.
Okay. Straight numbers. So she
So,
walks up to
you-
the first.
You walk up to the first, and it's this woman with her hair is like a strawberry blonde, and it's hacked as short as she can, but it's been hacked badly, and she's clearly trying to be her brother's brother, and doing a very bad job of it. And as soon as you walk up, she like kind of, yeah, what? And her brother's like, oh God, you gotta stop doing that.
I like that attitude. Would you like to go head to head with me in the ring?
God, no. Do I want to fight her? I mean, you would normally, and so now go ahead and roll. What'd you get?
I got 10. What'd you get?
A 3.
Yay!
She takes that as a sign of, yeah, all right. And he's like, God, stop yelling. You don't yell. Don't always yell. And she like signs her name, and it's just a very elegant Sally.
Good.
Sally.
I love Sally.
All right, you go up to the next, and this gentleman is an old gentleman who is missing an eye, and he's wearing his eye patch on the wrong eye. So when he hears you walk up, he like lifts it and looks up at you. What's it?
Alright, well you look like you've been fucked up a couple times. You wanna do it again?
What's it?
Wait, the punching for the money. You wanna do it? Old man?
What's it?
We're gonna
And then
I
like
feel bad about this now.
someone leans over and they like look up at you and they look at him and they're like, he's deaf as a doornail.
Would you like to punch me so I can get paid?
Was it? Go ahead and roll.
I'm sure the neighbors
Fuck.
have great ideas.
Here, sign this.
What'd you get?
That one.
Not one?
Yeah.
10.
That's perfect.
He looks at you and he sees what you're holding. He's like, ugh, no. Go on to the next.
Damn it.
You go on to the next, and it's Harry.
Oh,
And Harry turns around and he's like, oh I remember.
Hi, Harry! This is the best news! I didn't know you were here!
I didn't know you were here either. And then, like, you see that he's at a table of betrayers that have probably either, like, gotten off of a ship and they're like, oh shit, like, that's her. That's her.
Perfect. Listen, Harry, it doesn't have to be you. Anybody at this table. You wanna go fucking head to head with me?
God, no.
I'm gonna just like peep in the back and be like, I'm also fighting if that makes you feel any better.
Do you want to go head to head with Sophine? You don't have to punch me. I won't punch you, but you should definitely punch Sophine. She shoved you in
Fuck
the
it, yeah! And he like scribbles his name down. You didn't even have to roll for that
Hell
one.
yeah!
Alright. So, fourth one. You're still gonna need another name after this.
Okay.
Fourth one is actually a, what are they called? Tabaxi. It's a white tabaxi. And she is, when I say she's white, I mean her hair is white, her fur is white, everything. She is just a little snow kitten. And she is wearing the floofiest of blue dresses. And she looks up at you, and she's got her hands wrapped around a cup that's probably too big, and she's, yes, may I help you?
Holy shit. Holy shit! Did you know they make cat ladies?
No, don't do this.
Holy shit! I didn't know they did that!
And she, like, her ears go down and her tail puffs up, and she's like, I'm a tabaxi.
I'm sorry, I'm really excited about this. I haven't left home very often, and I just found out they make fish women and also cat women. I am delighted.
Fish
to
women?
meet
When
you.
have we read one of those?
There's fish women. We got the book about it.
Oh, the mermaids. She means mermaids.
It's fish women. You're a cat woman. That's fantastic. What is your name?
I've read books about it.
Do you fight Batman?
I'm Wendy.
Wendy. That's an interesting name for a person.
Yes, good. Continue with that.
Very excited to meet you. Hello. Would you like to fight?
No.
So you sound like you would like to fight.
No. Go ahead and roll.
15.
10.
Yes. Yes.
And she like kind of puts her drink down and she smooths her skirt. She's like, all right, how are we fighting?
I don't know. I've just been getting people to sign this paper so I can make money.
Oh, I can do that. And so she like smooths the paper on the table and she like signs her name and then she's like, here you go.
Multi-level marketing at its finest.
And then she takes her cup back and she's like, and it's not a cat lady, that's offensive.
I'm sorry. What are you called?
Tabaxi!
Tabaxi. I will remember this. Thank you for teaching me.
And her tail's like swishing really angrily behind her.
She turns back around to the group.
She's gonna claw the
Holy
crap
shit,
out of you.
Did you know they make cat women?
Be like, I'm a lady.
Ladies don't start fights, but they'll finish them.
Everyone has a glass of wine and is just sitting back watching all of
She's
this.
doing a crossword puzzle.
You're gonna heal me, right?
Adrian has like sidled up to you and he's like
What if I'm not
your friend is amazing.
Yes, I know. It's quite entertaining, don't you think?
Oh, very, very entertaining. God, she's gonna make me a lot of money.
Adrian, tell me, what is the, You might notice that I have a bit of a propensity towards, telling the future. What are my options for profiting from this?
You can tell the future.
No, it was a joke.
Oh,
No, it was
well.
a joke.
However, I am quite certain in my chances if I should bet on my friend.
Well, if you want to bet on her, you just put a bet down and then we'll see who matches it.
Oh, so this is not illegal in this country?
No.
I
Why
don't
would-
think it's illegal in my country either. No, I say that.
Somewhere
Why
it's
would
legal.
fighting for money be illegal? People are making a choice to spend their money on what they want.
Yes.
You've
No,
never
the
been
things
to
that
Florida.
they
I mean, we don't discuss it with my wife. She doesn't like to watch, but it's God, it's fun.
Why?
Well, wonderful. Is it like a combined pot, or like everyone bets and puts their money in on one fight, and then it gets disseminated between the people that bet for the right person?
Exactly.
Perfect. All
One
right.
versus one. People put their money in. If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose, and I get a cut.
Perfect. Do I bet when the fight occurs, or do I bet no?
When the fight starts.
Perfect.
Otherwise,
No
people
answer.
accuse me of cheating them out of their money.
Mm-hmm.
Which you would never do.
I mean, no, because then my wife would probably kill me.
Who's his wife?
You haven't met her yet.
Who is your wife?
Her name is Porcette, and God, she's a goddess. And he like slumps down in his chair, and you just see a couple of people like roll their eyes because clearly this is something he does a lot.
Very good.
This is the attitude that a man should have about his wife, or a woman should have about their wife. I appreciate it.
If they don't, then they're mad.
I just realized my first character in Final Fantasy would have been Sophie. She pronounces everyone's name wrong. Where is Cocoon Bitch? I have to find him. Sorry, continue.
Maybe one day.
Very good. Very good.
Well, thank you for the information, Adrian. I think I'm going to continue watching her attempt to sign people out.
No. All right. Well, good luck. If not, then we only have to wait for. How many have you got?
I think I had 3. How many? One more?
Great. He's
Remember,
like,
is going to run out into the street and hold the sheet
I thought
up.
we already got all of them.
nope.
There's
One of them didn't get it.
Yeah, she woke up.
Gonna run out into the street, hold it up, and just say, "Does anyone want to fight for money?"
You've got a couple of people who are like, who are we fighting?
Me.
Oh God, I'll break my limbs.
It'll be fun though.
You mean I'll break your limbs?
And they kind of like wave you off, and they're like, no.
Damn it.
All right. So what are you
Come
gonna
up
do?
beside her, wine in one hand. This is my friend, the champion. And if you do not fight her, you are a coward.
That is the most French thing I've ever heard you say.
All right, you got one person.
What's the song they sing in A Knight's Tale?
Which one?
They sing a song while they're sitting in the tavern.
Oh,
to hype
you're
him up.
right.
I don't fucking remember how
I don't
it
remember
goes.
either.
All right, so you did get one person. One guy heard you say that, and he's like, "I'm not a coward." And his friends were like, "Come on, man! Like you can't get people to." Okay, and then he goes over and he scrawls his name.
You can come watch him. I'll be betting on my friend.
Yeah, so will we. So you go ahead and you go back in, and you proudly present Adrian with a full sign-up sheet for Fight Night.
Very good.
Back
Fight
over
Night.
to Temzin. What is Temzin doing at the temple?
He's gonna go to the temple
I
and he's
fucking
gonna
forgot
talk
Tenzin
to
wasn't there. I was
Daylon.
like, I'm gonna sign his ass up.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in.
Mhm.
The same person at the front desk that I see.
Yeah, it's
the front
definitely
desk?
people on
Front
on
desk.
shift in the front. It's
Right,
definitely
people in the
people on
front.
shift. Yeah.
Go in, greet them, and bow. Is Daylon in?
Very likely, yes. Shall I fetch him for you?
Yes, please.
He bows and go off,
Okay,
and they return with Daylon, who just smiles when he sees you. Oh, it's very good to see you again. I saw you with your friend the other day.
Yes. Yes. I was wondering if you had a moment to speak.
Well, fate seems to have cleared my schedule so that this meeting could take place. Come.
Perfect.
And so he takes you back into his area of the temple.
So I have asked you previously if you've heard anything about blue crystals. Sparkling. Crap, what are they called? Segvite?
Segfight?
Segvite. Sparkling segvites. Have you happened to hear anything?
No, none of my hands and none of my feet have turned anything up.
Well, another name has recently brought to me and my friend's attention. The name Mogul.
I think I have heard whispers of this.
I think it is quite imperative that we find him. In fact, I believe fate is leading my friends and I to find him.
Leading you how?
I showed him the marks already, right? Well, as I showed you, fate came to me, and I believe other gods and goddesses have appeared before my friends. In fact, one of them just recently told my friend the name Mogul, and that we have been called as the champions to face him.
That is no easy feat.
Have you ever heard of mortals being called the champions by the gods?
It's not a common thing, but it's not unheard of. Well, I don't know that it's happened here for 100 years at least, but no, nothing that I'm aware of. I can inquire for you through the Champus.
I would appreciate that, and if you would, please alert them to stay alert, as I feel there's something very big beyond us happening. The gods are involved, and it is very serious. Their accents totally gone.
The ties that bind us must be strengthened.
Indeed.
I'll inform the others. There's not much more I can do than that for now. Fate has not presented me with anything other than you.
Well then, perhaps this is fate's first sign.
I can only take it as such.
Is there anyone available for training?
Do I have some free time?
Well, if you wouldn't mind, I could use some.
Let's go then. And so he takes you out to the training yard.
Cool.
Where do you get your ass beat, boy?
Right. You go ahead and train for the time that it takes. Remember to get enough people to sign up.
Mm-hmm.
It's certainly not the longest training session you've ever had.
Right.
Other things come and call Dalen away, but you do get an advantage on you get an advantage on. Let me see here. On acrobatics. The next time you use it.
Nice. Then Tamsin will have I told Dalen where we're staying?
Yes, he knows where you're staying.
Okay. So I'll just make sure that Tamsin at one point says if you hear something, you know where we'll be, or find me. Or fate will find me.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna start heading to the drop, whatever
Do
it's
drop
called.
in?
Yeah, do drop in.
Alright. That was gonna be fun. So, you go ahead and you get to the Dewdrop Inn, and you can see that Remember and Angerod and Sabine are helping the rest of the patrons in the bar area to shove tables out of the way, to set benches up like an arena, and they're all crowding around the edges of it. You see that someone has taken a small knife and driven it into the sign-up sheet and put it onto a post on the wall. You see this elf gentleman standing at the bar, swooning over this woman, very fine pastel-colored clothes, and she looks almost annoyed, and at the same time she's totally digging this, and it's very clearly that this is his wife, and she's whispering, "Oh my God, Adrian, can you please just hold it together for a little bit?" And he's like, "But darling, look at my fighters tonight." And as you come in, he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. The fights are about to begin, but the sign-up sheet is completely packed already."
That's a great thing, that's great. I'm just here for the entertainment. My friends are here.
Oh,
In fact,
lovely.
I think I saw... And then I look at the list and I see both of their lists. Two of my friends are fighting.
That's lovely. Friends of fighters, stand over there. It's closest to the medics. And then you see Lavend is sitting at the bar, high, like she's very proper. She's got like
High.
a cup of tea. She's a little bit high. And she's
Levend, was that his wife?
Levend is his sister.
Oh, that's his sister.
Yeah,
one who
the
makes
alchemist. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
And so she's just like, and she's like got a satchel nearby. You can see like some medical bandages and stuff like that. And you see fighters like gearing up. They're kind of like punching their fists together, and they're like, "All right, okay." And so he's like, "All right, well, is everybody ready?" And you just hear this like roar.
I'm gonna make my way over to Ungrab.
Okay, so you make your way over to them.
And welcome.
Everyone's drunk.
Did I read the
I'm
list?
not like, I've had one glass. I'm indulging a little bit, but we still have business to do.
Did I read the list properly? Safine is gonna fight.
Oh, yes, she is.
Well, this is gonna be something.
I agree, that's why I'm sitting right here.
Well, I'm gonna join you.
And so while you guys are talking, the Goliath woman comes up to you. And she has a similar kind of cut to you, and she is elated. But her hair is really long, and it looks like if she conditions it, it's like for at least 10 hours a day. She has gorgeous hair, braided really tight at the sides, and then pulled up into a really harsh ponytail.
Rude awakening.
And she comes up and, "Aye, how's it then? I'm Nala Moonsnatcher. What's your name?"
Remember, doesn't know how to talk. Does not know how to talk. She's just like,
I don't see many Goliaths down here. You're not from the north then, are ya?
no, I'm from very far down south. You come from the north as well?
I come from up north, yeah, in the mountains. My folks,
I come from the mountains in the south!
Oh, that's great then! Yeah, I'm Nala Moonsnatcher. Nice to meet you. What's your name then? You all together?
Sophie, remember.
Sophie,
Remember, my name is Remember. Hello.
Remember. I mean, I'll remember that. Right. Are you fighting too?
Yes, yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping to get any one of them at all. It's just great. Every single time that I fight them, they're just, ugh, it's great. But
I know! I feel the same way!
all right. So nice to meet you. I'm gonna go just make sure that everyone else is ready to go. Adrian's real nice. If you get really badly hurt, he'll make sure they don't like kill you or nothing. All right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Please wreck her before she gets to me.
And
It's okay,
and
we'll
now
make sure you
and
don't get too
she's
hurt.
she is just as tall as Remember, but where
Oh my
Remember
gosh.
is like tanned, she's very pale. She has like a smattering of freckles over her cheeks and over her shoulders, but like her hair is pitch black. There's no piercings, no tattoos. She's just like, "Hi, this is me. Look at me." And she's got like, she's just ready to go. And she's going over to every other fighter, same thing. And they're like, she'll go up to the group and she's like, "Hi, I'm Nala." And they're like, "No, Nala, we know you." She's like, "Oh, fuck yeah, I know you." And she's just going around the group doing that.
It's sad
Star.
that I'm
Hi,
so
I'm
big-
Dory.
Oh god. I'm like such a big fan of all these Final Fantasy characters that when I get to see them in real life, I'm like, I love these guys.
Star.
The easiest
Eyes. Star. Eyes. Absolutely starstruck and so excited. Just beside yourself.
Easiest way to make D&D characters? Pull them from a memento.
Yeah, that's you.
Alright, so she's going around and doing this. You guys are reconvening, and Adrian comes up to the front and he, "Alright then, if everyone is ready, we are going to get started. First order of business, no weapons. If you guys start stabbing each other again, then Porcette gets very angry with me and almost cancels it, and then you guys get mad, so no weapons." And you see a couple people go, "Even if we wrap them, no weapons. It's fisticuffs." And then they're like, "Fine." And then you see Nala like at the back, like, "All right, let's go." All right. Second thing, no trying to kill each other. Just, can you stop doing that, please? And everyone's like, "Okay, yeah." All right. If you lose your bet, you lose your money. You don't get to argue this point. Is everybody ready?
Safina
Big
is
cheer, big yell.
severely sad about her decisions that she's made.
All
So
right.
sad boy hours.
So the
Remember's like patting you on the back, but it's like way
Just
too hard.
slamming me
for a
forward.
human being. You're gonna do great. It's going to be fantastic. Here, hang her out. And then she like takes a second and thinks about how many things she would have to take out of her clothes in order to get rid of all of her weapons, and then just like takes the whole shawl and drops it on Angra's like lap.
Falls to the floor.
So we're down to like leather buckler like, across the chest thing, and then like whatever pants she's got going on, but like all the other topless bar fight. All the other layers are like off on the ground.
All right, so you go ahead and you get to watch a couple fights. There's about 12 fighters in all who are like
Selena's going
signed
to
up
be
for this.
the worst. Like, you should be careful who you hand your things to. Maybe that giant lady will think that's your girlfriend, and then just like prances away.
Shit, and her enemies.
All right, so you get to watch a couple of the fights. Wendy goes up against just
I
some.
need to fight her.
Wendy goes up against. Do you really want to fight Wendy? I will change it.
Oh no. I don't know who I want to fight. No one.
You signed yourself up for this.
So Wendy goes up against just some random guy who had signed up earlier in the night, and at first he's like laughing at her because here she is, this tiny like waif of a woman, and she knocks him out flat.
Remember screaming. Remember so excited.
And you realize very quickly that she has like a prehensile tail because she whips it around the guy's ankle, yanks him up, and then just smacks him in the face. And then as soon as the fight is over, she like smooths down her skirt again and then prances off to go get her money that she's just won.
Good. Remembers yelling.
You see a
I'm
couple
just-
older.
Just perceiving, like, he's just, like, perceiving everybody's fighting style, like, since he's,
Yeah.
like, specialized in martial forms,
Mhm.
like, he's just watching all the fighters and seeing, like, dissecting, like, their style and their skill, like, how trained they actually are. I'm sorry.
If
Yeah, no, you're
Remember or Nala or Sophie comes out,
Okay.
I'll place a bet.
LOL, you
Okay.
put too much faith in me, ma'am.
So you go through about 4 fights before Safine is called up. And so
She
they
walks up like this with her shoulders to her
Remembers like
ears.
screaming. She's doing like Rocky manager moves in the background, like yeah.
and Safine comes into the middle.
Cena!
And then Adrian looks at the list, and then someone like whispers in his ear, and he's like, "All right, Harry, one of our own betrayers." And so Harry walks up, and Harry like looks at you, and he's like, "Don't shove me down dark tunnels where there's spiders." And then
Who do you got?
he rips off his shirt and throws it down, and he's like, "God, I'll be in trouble if I rip that again." All right.
Remember screaming. I don't know how to feel about this, but I love both of you.
Sabine does not break eye contact for whatever reason. The Tardothian, the sheer pettiness of Tardota's people is like just in her eyes, and she just turns ice cold and just stares at him and does not blink.
All right.
Adrian, just called on Sophie.
March down. Anybody for Harry? And then all of a sudden, like, you've got bets going back and forth.
This is going. She's very weak though. She
All right.
has no strength.
You're just gonna do 20 versus 20.
Oh, okay.
Just one?
That's easy
No,
combat.
hey, I should definitely get to use my strength modifier. Thank you. I should 1,000% get to use my strength modifier.
Want to do strength modifier, or do you want to do straight 20?
I don't have a strength modifier.
Well, as a magic user, shouldn't she use her magic?
No, I'm not allowed to.
It's
Her
fisticuffs.
It's
Oh.
fisticuffs.
And I should be better at fisticuffs because I have better
It's
strength.
true.
Alright.
No, I literally don't. She literally
All right.
did this on a whim because she's been traumatized today and she can't do drugs anymore.
Alright. It'll be
It's like
strength
Fight
checks. We'll do strength checks. I got a 7.
6.
Oh,
Damn it!
Oh.
Alright, so you go and, you're swinging, you're dodging left and right, and then all of a sudden his fist comes out of nowhere and just PAH! Right into your chin.
Sad words. I cannot let him do this to
Okay.
me. I have to kill him. I mean, not kill him.
And it's
like wounds.
and it's first to 3.
Oh.
Alright, so go ahead.
17.
3.
Yay!
So you manage to like duck out of the way because your size and you're faster than he is, and you go ahead and you just get him, right in the gut. And he doubles over, coughing a bit.
Ooh.
So close.
And as soon as, and every single time that the fights have gotten like 1-1 or even 2-2, like bets keep going up.
Oh gosh.
All right.
16.
9.
Yeah! Suck it, Harry!
And so you go ahead, and this time you manage to like just what would you do? Like what
Is
would
this
you?
the final one, or do I?
No,
have to
this
go
is
to the
this
third
is
one?
number 2. You need one more.
I would like to like swoop in and put him into a headlock and just pop him one in the face.
All right, you managed that one.
Remember, like, really wants the Fiend to feel better, but is also, like, so proud of Harry and, like, is very conflicted right now. She's making, like, horrified face expressions.
12.
2.
Hey!
She's just gonna do it again. She's gonna keep him in the headlock and just pop him another one and be like, "Go to sleep," and then drop him.
And he doesn't go unconscious, but he is like he understands that you got 3 hits in, and his face hurts a lot. And so he kind of like coughs out a glob of blood that you've like probably like broken his nose or something. He's like, "Fuck, good fighting."
Toss him. I'm like,
And so he pushes himself up, and he's like wiping his nose a bit, and he's like, "Hey, Lavend," and she's like, "Yes, I know." And so he like goes over there.
Remember, pats him on the back way too hard. Way too
He
hard.
goes like tripping over a chair. He's like, "Thanks."
Really proud of you, Harry. That was good hustle. We'll do it again in like 20 minutes. Walk it off, champ.
So you guys get a couple more fights in.
What did I win?
Huh?
What did I win?
You won 12 gold.
Hey!
And you got 15 gold.
Now, this is the kind of team building exercise we were looking for.
And then
This was excellent, actually.
and the crowd
beach
watches.
episode.
The crowd watches as the fighters thin. And the crowd starts looking to you and to Nala Moonsnatcher, who is bouncing back and forth on the other side of this ring of tables and ring of benches.
Good.
And Adrian, who has clearly done this on purpose because he knows what will make him a lot of money.
But
And
he's
he
totally
steps.
fair.
It's he is, or his wife would kill him. And so he steps up to the center and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's
Good.
time for our attraction of the evening." And then you just hear, "Ugh," and poor Seth, she's watching from the stairs that go up, and she's clearly adoring her husband, but also like, why is he like this? And he gestures to you and he says, "Remember of the southern mountains, and Nala Moonsnatcher of the northern mountains. You've never had a fight like this." And you hear some people like, "Yeah, we fucking have it." And so Nala like steps over the table and she's like, "All right then, are you ready?" And she,
Born ready.
"All right."
She was actually born late, but it's fine.
How did you know that?
Adrian!
I
10 gold on remember.
Hey!
and that starts off the betting.
Good. Fuck, I'm living for this.
All right.
Tamsin will place 6 on remember.
I'm gonna lose, guys. Hey guys, I'm probably gonna lose, but like I really appreciate this.
All right.
Yeah, at least you got both of them. I only got one of them because she's drunk.
All right. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll. 10.
I got an 11.
Go ahead. How do you land the first hit?
She's never fought somebody her size before. And she's very used to like punching down and doesn't quite know how to handle somebody who's actually her size.
Punch her in the boob. Oh wait, that's not your head, my bad.
Right in the shit.
Literally, no, like it's really clumsy. Like she just doesn't know what she's doing. And she's so used to like fighting down. So it's really, really clumsy. But like they probably circle a couple times and then it's just like a haymaker, like all the way out to the side.
Okay. Yeah. No. She stumbles to the side, and when she looks back, like she's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you," face. But she's really stoked about it.
Good.
She's really
I would like to
stoked about it.
rage.
I would like to rage.
15.
I got an 8.
Oh.
You know, she
One
clearly knows how to fight someone her size, because as soon as she's done stumbling, she comes right back and just crunches her face her hand right into the middle of your face.
remember to light it. Remember's just like so excited right
And 1-to-1, it goes up.
Can you rage?
now. No, I'm not a
Barbarian.
You're a
She's a
fighter.
fighter.
Got it.
I'm a Goliath. I'm not a barbarian.
Gotcha.
Not all Goliaths are barbarians.
13.
Hey, I have friends who are Goliaths, okay?
I can say
17.
Oh!
And so Nala comes back, and she, as soon as like her fist has left, and she manages to like dodge a couple blows that you send, she actually lifts her knee up and just swings it around right into your hip, and then she like bounces back on the balls of her feet, and she's, "Come on, then, you know what you're doing." And then
Remember's still fucking delighted. Like
Remember,
she's getting
let's
hit.
go!
Like she's getting the shit beat out of her, but she's still so happy.
you hear just Nala, Nala, Nala. She's probably a bitch.
Can I use thaumaturgy?
Remember Nala!
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to be like, remember. That's a cantrip,
All right.
so I can just use that.
12.
Oh my god, it's a 9.
No!
I knew I was gonna lose. I knew.
Damn it.
So Moon Snatcher rushes in and just pulls her fist back and just swings right to the gut, just so hard that you almost double over.
My last 6 gold.
And Adrian just about waltzes into the middle. Like, she's just like shaking her hands off, and she's like, "Fuck yeah, let's get more Goliaths in here." And he's like, "And so we have Nala Moon Snatcher, 18th win in a row."
18.
And everyone's like, "Yeah!" Like, no one wins much money because everyone has voted on she's gonna win.
Right.
But yeah, and Nala gets her winnings, and she like gives 3 gold to you, and she's like, "Thanks for coming up then."
And Remember just like coughs and spits on the ground. Rematch. Let's go right now.
That's not exactly how it works.
Who else is going to fight? There's no one else left on the list, right?
Well, no, but people want to buy drinks then.
Well, let's give them a little bit more money. Rematch right now. Double or nothing. Let's go.
Double or nothing.
Double
are
or
you-
nothing.
And she's like glancing around, and everyone's just like, "Adrian, double or nothing." And he's like, "Who's game for double or nothing?" And everyone is game for double or nothing.
Good.
All right.
Good.
Does that mean that our bets are now doubled?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
so
you.
my
Remember. Okay.
so I
Yep.
have to go up to 12.
Yep.
Well, no, I don't have to bet on the second one, do I?
Yep. Double or nothing.
It's everybody involved. Okay.
Double or nothing.
So now I've got $12 in on this.
Yes.
12 gold, but
Alright.
Whole
I mean,
dollar.
hold all hairs.
That is an 18.
It's a 21.
Son of a
Oh!
Moon Snatcher.
Snap!
Moon Snatcher doesn't waste any time. She pulls her fist back and pops you right in the face, directly in the center, just as she did before.
Okay.
8.
Bro.
It's a 9.
Oh, just barely.
Remember hasn't been, because this is something that she would have grown up doing. You're used to like
Yeah.
scrapping and like practicing and throwing people around just for fun. And it's been a while since she's actually had somebody to go toe to toe with. Like she's been practicing formal combat techniques on like the training dummies that she sets up for Harry and for Jimmy at the farm. But like she hasn't had somebody to actually spar with in a really long time. So she's definitely out of shape, but she's also very big and knows how to use her weight and has a lot of like muscle memory. So she's dazed and like a little bit bloodied, but like you still remember how to throw a punch. So it's literally just like straight, like up to the ribs.
Alright, great. And she staggers back and comes back in for 10.
20.
Second hit.
Oh yeah.
So the first one hits to the ribs, and then when she realizes she has the momentum, that wouldn't be fair. The first one is to the ribs, and then when she kind of like knocks back, she comes right back up again underneath the jaw.
Okay. 9.
It's an 8.
Aww.
2 to 2.
You.
This is so close.
The bets go up, and she, as soon as you like closed that distance, she was real quick to like punch directly to the nerve cluster on your thigh. Like she took that advantage and just popped you there. $19.
Natural fucking 20!
How do you take down Nala Moon Snatcher?
She goes for the thigh, which means she's a little bit more bent over than she probably should be, so when her member starts to buckle on the one side, she swings the leg around and catches underneath both of her ankles and just drops her.
Alright, so
happy. Oh
Nala Moon Snatcher goes down after her 18th straight win in the city of White Flag. And everyone is silent. And then suddenly they're cheering. And you just hear, remember, remember, remember. And then you've got Nala on the floor going, remember, remember, remember. And she's like, fuck, everything hurts.
I'm going to just like golf claps and delighted and like
Remember helps her up, like holds her hand down.
And she grabs your hand and she stands up, kind of staggering a little bit. She's like, fuck, you hit hard. Alright, then it's double. So you take 40 gold.
Everybody
you take
is
40 gold.
welcome.
You take 24 gold.
Okay.
Yep.
Everyone is welcome. Do I make any money off
You
of
do.
this? No.
You make 35 gold on that
You said how much? 20?
one. You take 24.
24, okay.
This reminds me of that episode with Jester. Like, I heard you talking, and I just wanted to know what you were doing. And they're like, oh, you don't know, don't worry about it. Well, alright. How much gold did I make? And then woo!
Alright, so now that you guys have thoroughly bloodied the floor,
Very good.
the whole like bar goes back to like moving everything back to how it should be. They're putting stools up on tables and stuff. And it's getting close-ish to dinner time by this point, so you've got people that are coming in who purposely waited to miss the fights and are coming in for like their drinks. You've got travelers coming in for the night, stuff like that.
Can I get patched up by Levin?
Yep, she's very happy to go ahead and treat your injuries. She gives you some like herbs that she's like, put these under your tongue and they'll help numb the pain. And she's like, there you go. Just like that.
It's just sundown.
It's getting close to sundown, yeah.
Alright, my friends, this has been amazing. Remember, you did fantastically well. Worth your weight in gold. Safine, you also did very, very well. Good job.
You've got Harry in the corner. He's got like
Sabine?
this like cold piece of meat on his face, and he's like, "It was a great job.
Harry, I'm
Thanks.
proud of
Great.
you.
But
Very
it's
good.
Remember.
Proud of you.
Thanks.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Remember, you do realize you're gonna have to do a tiebreaker at some point.
And you've got Nala in the back. Tiebreaker! When are we doing that?
Tomorrow!
Great, I'll be here. Oh wait, are we allowed to fight tomorrow, Adrian? And he's like, well, aren't you working? Oh yeah, that's right. I've got a piece I'm working on. All right, we'll have a rematch sometime soon.
I'll be here.
But will we?
We don't get chased out of town.
And then she goes back to drinking and like.
Hey, she'd be a good ally if we
talking
gotta
with
fight
her-
a bunch of people.
Talking with her friends and stuff like that. Definitely people that recognize her.
We have to shimmy
What do y'all
her
do?
into our friendship circle.
Well, my friends, we do have a prayer commitment tonight. If everyone is ready to go back to the Lightlands.
Should we eat first?
That's a weird question. We haven't focused on food at all.
Human world, player world.
Yes. I'm just kidding.
Do you want to? It is 11:15. Do you want to take a break before we keep going? Because this is one of the first times that we haven't actually like paused for food or anything like that.
I'm real comfy, to be honest.
I was
You
about
wanna
to,
keep
I'm
going?
good. I'm just saying canonically they would eat
Yeah,
first.
they would. I'm sure Remember would probably be
Remember's
starving.
had an entire keg at this point. Like, she just got a barrel. She asked for a barrel.
All right, so
Y'all, we still have to do things.
Yeah,
She's 9 foot tall! It's like drinking and beer.
Safine doesn't drink at all.
Safina's like, my God.
It's not like they've got water. This is medieval times.
She's like, I'm going to drink this later, though.
All right, so you guys go ahead and get your gold, and you finish your drinks, and
So much gold.
you head out.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
All right. Yes.
Was the 24 on top of the 12 invested gold, or no?
You
Yes.
only invested
Oh.
6.
Yeah, you invested 6.
Yeah, and it was
then
doubled.
and then it was
12.
doubled, so you would have to invest 12, and then you received 24.
On top of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So y'all got some heck of money for that. People were happy to bet on the Giants.
I got 15 for punching a weak ass guy.
All right.
So I'm like, you got beaten by a cleric, my dude.
We love you, Harry.
That moment when doing a Scottish accent wasn't as bad.
Honestly, high quality.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Meanwhile, I'm just waiting for Remember to find out that Mo's stupid street.
All right.
Very good.
So that moment that she.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. You actively have a girlfriend.
No, it's like, what?
With one exception.
Just the one that matters.
Yeah, like a major exception.
All right, so you guys go ahead and you leave the Dewdrop Inn. You leave the cheering, you leave the drinking and the partying that is now going on. People are pretty much the money that people won betting on the fighters, they're putting back into buying those same
Which
fighters'
Adrian's
drinks.
like,
Adrian's got a very good business model going on. So you go ahead and you go up back towards the Lightsmend, and there are still lights on. You still see like movement and stuff inside. And do you knock? Do you just head in? Like, what do we?
If it's still open, we'll just head in.
Okay. So you guys go ahead and you just head on inside, and Fionna is there, and she's dressed as she was before, and she's glances at you a little bit nervously, and she's, are you quite all right? I'm very sorry about asking you to come back, but
It's all right. You were well within your rights to do so. We have taken time and had something to eat, and it seems to have been a passing problem. We are
Angry.
we are very much so interested in whatever you are going to show us before we had our unfortunate incident.
good. Well, I hope that it's up to your standards, if Skamo said to you. Please, come just this way. And she leads you back through the curtain, and she leads you upstairs.
What does she look like, really?
She is...
Thing that's all black, and she's wearing a blue robe, and she's got gold designs painted all over her. You're a bad gay.
I was writing the notes. Somebody has to write the note. I can't write the
It's
note.
okay. We have a good day and a bad day. We have a note writer and a not note writer, so it works out. I'm not sure
We've
how
already
Dan and I
established
helped
that my gaydar is shit, okay?
In canon.
In canon! It's okay if I'm a bad gay. Any representation is still.
That's why.
Dumb bitch hours are 24/7 in this house.
The other 7 minutes.
Oh shit! Have we told you that story?
What?
Pause D&D really quickly. Mackenzie Noel Cross, honest to God.
Oh, Noel.
Yeah, that's her middle name. Honest to God, okay? We're driving past a sign that said, like, open 24/7, okay? And, how old were you?
13 or something like that.
Too old. Too damn old.
We're
We're
like
driving
11.
past a sign that says 24/7. And Kins goes, you know, I never really understood that. Where did the other 7 minutes go? And we're like, what? And she was like 24/7, 24 hours and 7 minutes in the day. What happens to the other 7 minutes?
Aww.
It was 11.
We lost our
What was
shit.
going on?
Lost our shit.
Very
Okay, I want you to understand. I like break records when I take tests. I'm an intelligent human being, I promise.
You are very smart.
I just am fucking oblivious.
Side note, is there a certain time you have to go
No.
go sit?
No, I fed them and walked them and everything.
Okay, I just
so
want to
they're
make sure so we're really cognizant of their time.
No, I'm doing good. I made sure that they were good before I left. Alright, so you guys go ahead and you follow Fionna upstairs. And, polished banister, you have like carpet going down the stairs, and she guides you into a room that is just stunning. Same white chandelier at the center of the room. This beautiful blue and gold embroidered rug on the floor. And she has a few boxes lined up on the walls. And she ushers you into the room, and she's like, "Now, you must not share this with absolutely anyone. I'm sure you are aware." And she steps towards the boxes. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I know. Sorry, I had a reservation.
Thank you. I'm not in charge of the music tonight.
It's okay. It's been good though. You've been
Really
good. Yeah.
All right. So, you guys go ahead and you step into this room, and she kind of ushers you over, and she's like, "Now, you must not share this with absolutely anyone, but I'm sure that won't be a problem. Discretion and all." And she goes over to the boxes, and she opens the first one, and you realize that she just opened a lead-lined box.
Tight.
And every time you make that noise, it makes me laugh. And then she goes and opens a second, and again, it's a lead-lined box, and you can hear the whispers, and you can hear the murmurs. She opens the third box. She opens the fourth box. And then she sighs as she turns around, and I really, really did not want to do this. And then she takes a small coin out of her pocket, and the coin has a really small blue stone embedded in the center. She puts it in her mouth.